हाय एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल। मेरा नाम है अदिति। आप अगर हो यहाँ पे अभी भी 10,000 में से मेरे को कुछ 100 ही व्यूज़ मिलते हैं। सो अगर आप स्टिल वॉच कर रहे हो मेरे वीडियोस, थैंक यू सो मच। आई एम ऑन एंड ऑफ ऑन दिस प्लेटफॉर्म। लव हेट है मेरा ये प्लेटफॉर्म के साथ, बट ट्राई करूँगी और ज़्यादा वीडियोज़ डालने की, स्पेशली शॉर्ट फॉर्म ऑफ कॉन्टेंट। वर्टिकल वीडियोज़ ज़्यादा डालूँगी हॉरिजॉन्टल से। लेट्स सी क्या होता है। आज मैं बात कर रही हूँ बुक्स के बारे में, बिकॉज ऑफ कोर्स वाई नॉट। देर आर ओनली टू थिंग्स दैट आई एम रियली एक्साइटेड अबाउट इन माई लाइफ राइट नाउ एट दिस स्टेज। वो है किताबें और परफ्यूम। दो ही चीज़ मुझे एक्साइट करती है, बहुत बड़ी बड़ी पसंद है मुझे, एंड उसी पे मैं खर्चा करती हूँ। तो अब आया बुक चोर का इवेंट, लॉक द बॉक्स, एंड उनके पास कुछ 3 बॉक्सेस थे। जितना आप भर सको वो बॉक्सेस में उतना आपका। एंड मेरा सबसे छोटा वाला बॉक्स मैंने लिया। आई वॉन्टेड अ बिगर वन टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट, बट आई थिंक फॉर 1200 7 to 9 books are pretty good deal, and so I got the smallest box. And मैं फर्स्ट डे गई थी, एंड इट वॉज one of the best लॉक द बॉक्स इवेंट ऑफ 2026। एक ही बार आता है साल में वैसे भी, बट वॉज लाइक वन ऑफ द बेस्ट वंस। बुक्स वर अमेजिंग, जस्ट सेइंग, द बुक्स वर अमेजिंग। दिस इज माई बॉक्स. I'm excited to show you what I got, because all of these books are in such great condition. and अगर आप ये बुक आज के तारीख में मार्केट में बाय करने जाओगे, आई डोंट थिंक एक भी बुक आपको 300 350 के नीचे मिलेगी। एंड देर इज़ लाइक लिजिट वन बुक जो 450 500 रुपये की है, एंड आई गॉट इट सेकेंड हैंड। लाइक सो वर्थ इट, सो फ्रिकिन वर्थ इट। लिटरली मेरे कबाट में ना जगह नहीं है बुक्स रखने के लिए, एंड माई मम वुड फ्रीक आउट, बट शी नोस एट दिस पॉइंट कि भाई मेरी लाइफ में ज़्यादा कुछ चल नहीं रहा है। सो किताबें ही है मेरा नशा, किताबें और परफ्यूम। सो हम किताबों के बारे में बात करेंगे, ठीक है। सबसे पहले ऊपर वाली बुक है द वैनिशिंग हाफ बाय ब्रिट, बेनेट। आई एब्सोल्युटली लव द कवर। अपसाइड डाउन, ये औरत अपसाइड डाउन है, ये औरत ऊपर राइट वे अप है। एंड बेसिकली स्टेला एंड डेजरे आर आइडेंटिकल twins growing up together in a small southern black community until at age 16 they run away. Dun dun dun. And how, eventually that life transforms, and just I've only heard amazing stuff about this, and when I came across the book I was like, Aditi bro, तेरे को ये उठानी ही है। सबसे पहले तो उनके पास ना इंडियन ऑथर्स थे नहीं, सबसे ख़राब बात थी, because a lot of them, like a lot of the books that they source are most probably from UK, or they are like, because बुक टैग्स पीछे जो प्राइस टैग था वो पाउंड में था, एंड आई वाज लाइक ओके इंटरेस्टिंग। सो आई डोंट नो कहाँ से उठाते हैं लोग बुक्स, बट बहुत सस्ते में मिला होगा उनको। चीपर बाय द डजन होता है ना, कि भाई बहुत सारा उठाया होगा उन्होंने एक साथ, तो उनको सस्ते में पड़ा होगा, या बट दे डिड नॉट हैव एनी वेरी 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 फ्यू इंडियन ऑथर्स की बुक्स। एंड ये साल मैंने फिक्स किया था कि मुझे इंडियन ऑथर्स ही पढ़ने हैं, एंड आई एम एक्साइटेड अबाउट दैट। एंड आई हैव कम अक्रॉस सम इनक्रेडिबल इंडियन ऑथर्स, लाइक स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम सृष्टि चौधरी, like I just got this, and I'm gonna read it, and let's see if I end up even liking it. So yeah, this is the first one, The Vanishing Half. Women's Prize for Fiction 2021 shortlisted Women's Prize. I've only heard good things, so we're gonna see if I actually end up liking it. Next up, okay, I'm sure you've heard about this woman, Alice Osman. I was surprised and shocked that there were books in such amazing quality. Look at the quality of the book, like, oh my god. And these are all original, they are not even first copy, they are like second hand, somebody read it. It's like freaking amazing condition. The first one I picked up is Loveless by Alice Osman. So basically stories about Georgia, she has never been in love, never kissed anyone, never even had a crush. But as a fanfic obsessed romantic, she's sure she'll find her person one day. And basically, the question is she destined to remain loveless, or has she been looking for the wrong thing all along? So basically, it's a witty story of identity and self acceptance, and I'm just here to see how the journey goes. Alice Osman is the author of Heartstopper, the comic, and I love the comic. So I ended up getting this book number 2. अब है book number 3, again another Alice Osman. I got very lucky. This was rated नहीं, reviewed and loved heavily by Paperback Dreams Cat, and she loved it. She loved this book, and she kept on insisting that everybody read this book. It is Radio Silence, again by Alice Osman. A lot of times I don't know anything about the book, but since this booktuber had highly recommended and raved about it, I was like, you know what, let me check it out. Because हर एक booktuber का एक book तो ऐसा होता है वो जो हर टाइम वो लोग preach करते हैं कि नहीं, if I'm known for one book, it better be this one. So yeah, this was her. Basically, Frances is a study machine with one goal. Nothing will stand in her way, not friends, not a guilty secret, not even the person she's on the inside. Then she meets Alid, and for the first time, she's unafraid to be herself. So I'm excited again to go on a journey with Alice in Radio Silence. So this is book number 3. Okay, I think a lot of y'all have read this, and probably I think शायद इसकी मूवी भी बन चुकी है, The Tattooist of Auschwitz. Again, the copy is in phenomenal condition by Heather Morris. I tattooed a number on her arm. She tattooed her name on my heart, and that just sold me. Like amazing, incredible. Like I can't keep going with summary for each and every book, because there are like 4 more books I want to talk about, and ये video शायद already 7-8 minute का हो चुका है. So in 1942, Leil Sokolov arrived in Auschwitz. He was given the job of tattooing the prisoners marked for survival, scratching numbers into the fellow victims' arms in the inedible ink to create what would become one of the most potent symbol of the Holocaust. Yeah, there we go. I just read that. Like, I just read those 2-3 lines, and I was like, you know what, I want to learn more about the Holocaust. So here we are. Next up here, Aragon by Christopher Paolini. Now I keep seeing this book everywhere, and I'm ready for an adventure. I believe there are like 3 more books in the series, so I get to read at least one and then decide if I want to keep it, if I want to let it go, if I am down for the adventure. Like, this is like a very popular series, and dragons, like, I'm down. Next up here, Matilda by Roald Dahl. I have probably seen Matilda when I was a very little girl, and I don't really remember anything, to be very honest, but it is supposed to be one of the best works by Roald, and I funnily have never read anything by him. Never. And this guy have written so many books. I think he's also the author of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So yeah, it says winner of the Children's Book Award, and so the children's category at Booktuber was amazing as well. And so when I saw this, he told me, ma'am, ये 100 रुपए की book है, and I was like, okay, I'm in town. So this was my first copy that I picked from there, and he was like, अगर आप एक ले रहे हो तो 100 का है. But then I found a book जो वो बोला कि 450 का है, and I was like, that's like 1/4, 1/3 the price that I was paying for one book. Because 1200 में मेरे को अगर वो 9-10 बुक दे रहा है और मैं यहाँ पे एक ही बुक 450 की खरीद रही हूँ, which made no sense to me. So I was like, you know what, let me pick up the box. So yes, रोयल की मैंने एक भी बुक्स पढ़ी हुई हैं. Came across it, I was like, you know what, let me try it and see if I love it. Okay, next up है finally the book that I am most excited about. It is properly spine broken and ये book मेरे TBR में बहुत टाइम से है and ये Amazon पे 400-450 के नीचे मिलने नहीं वाली है. And this is not even a first copy, this is actually a second hand copy. Somebody read and passed it down, and they had a fresh copy as well, but I wanted like a properly used, spine broken kind of properly used gadde wali book. And so I ended up getting it. I'm talking about Secret History by Donna Tart, one of the best works by Donna Tart. So basically, Secret History tells the story of a group of classics student at elite American college who are cerebral, obsessive, and finally murderous. It is a haunting, compelling, and brilliant piece of fiction, says the Times. So I am very excited. I feel like मेरे को ये समझने नहीं वाली है, बट मैं तो भी ट्राई करूँगी ये बुक पढ़ने का, क्योंकि मेरे TBR में बहुत टाइम से है ये बुक. सो आई गॉट दैट. एंड लास्ट बट नॉट द लीस्ट, आई हैव बिन रीविंग अबाउट दिस ऑथर फॉर अ वाइल. मैं बोली थी मनीष गायकवाड़ एक ऑथर है जिसकी बुक मुझे, ही इज़ अ क्वेयर गाय, एंड जिसकी बुक मुझे बहुत टाइम से पढ़नी है. एंड उसकी मॉम आई थिंक वाज अ प्रोस्टिट्यूट इन कोठा, प्रॉपरली रेड लाइट एरिया में वो बड़ा हुआ है आई बिलीव. एंड उसकी मॉम आई थिंक वाज अ prostitute, I believe. But yeah, I wanted to buy The Notch Boy by Manish Gaekwad, and it was expensive. Still is 310, I don't know, Amazon पे. And I was like, ये part 2 लग रहा था मुझे. बुक सेकेंड या थर्ड बुक है उसकी ये. सो आई ट्राइड लुकिंग इनटू हिज अर्लियर वर्क एंड केम अक्रॉस दिस बुक द लास्ट कोर्टेसन by Manish Gaekwad, and he was writing his mother's memoir, and I was like, that's interesting because she must have done something for him to write about her. And when I saw that, even वो उससे भी ज़्यादा महंगी थी, I'm like, why are books this expensive? So when I came across it on booktuber, I was like, I am going to get this book and I'm going to make sure other people get it too. So when I was there, there were like 10 copies of this on the table. I picked one up, and by the 10th, there was only one copy left, and I gave it to somebody I casually talked with. And I was like, I told that girl कि भाई बहन रेशम था शायद उसका नाम, कि बहन तू रख, तू पढ़ पढ़ पढ़. एंड आई लिजिट गेव इट टू हर कि भाई तू पढ़, नहीं अच्छी लगे तो रख देना साइड में, पर तू एटलीस्ट थोड़ा चेकआउट तो कर. सो अगैन इट्स अ वेरी टाइनी पीस ऑफ वर्क विच आई एम वेरी एक्साइटेड टू चेक इट आउट बाय मनीष गायकवाड़. दिस इज़ द ओनली इंडियन author I could find on day one, but as like I ended up, so day one was March 6th. I ended up going back on March 10th, and then I found a couple of more Indian authors. Jerry Pinto was there, and like Arvind Adiga ki The White Tiger was there. There were a bunch of few other Indian authored books, but this was the only one that I found on day one, and I got so pumped and so excited. चांद तारे दिख गए मुझे, इतनी खुश हो गई मैं. But I truly hope it does not let me down. But again, it's a memoir, we can't like really judge a memoir, right? क्योंकि ये real life story है उसकी mom की. So yeah, those are the books that I got. There were 2 more books that I ended up getting for my niece. So Peppa Pug नहीं है भाई, वो पेपर पिग की बुक थी वो, एंड एक रैबिट वाली बुक थी, क्रिसमस बेस्ड, समथिंग लाइक दैट. So those are tiny books. So in total 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. 10 books for 1200. Abso-freaking-lutely worth it. What do you think? Please let me know in the comments any book that you are excited about. Have you been to the Lock the Box event, book chor event? And अगर आप गए हो तो आपने कौन सी बुक्स खरीदी वहाँ पे? Let me know in the comments below. That's it for this video. Let me know मैं next video क्या बनाऊँ. I can do that. That's about it. I will see you in my next one. Bye.